Hi, my loves. I think my internet is working. I've got my little initial necklace I got in Williamsburg. It is a C for Celestine. How's it going, y'alls? Okay, so I'm thinking a lot about healing the universe and about pleasure, peace, pain, protracted torture and suffering, the urinary tract, which I thought previously as it, because I study medical astrology, and I always thought that the urinary system was mercurial, but it makes a lot of sense that it's actually quite Uranian, because sometimes pee can surprise you. Like you'd be surprised that, oh, I gotta go pee already. I drank that like 5 minutes ago. It's already ready to go. Or you'll be I know as you get older, it's harder to keep your pee. I mean, thankfully, I don't really have an issue. Guess I have strong urinary tract muscles, or whatever it is, whatever's closing it down there. Suppose it's a muscle, some kind of lining of some kind. Though I have not studied anatomy as much as I would like. I need to get some books because I don't have a hard time finding good websites for biological research, because it's all like this trans ideology about assigned female at birth and assigned male and all this, that it irks me. So I probably should just go to the public library or something. And by the way, did you guys know that this is kind of old news, but in New York City, you can borrow books. I don't know if I should advertise this, but they do not even fine you if your books are late. It's kind of like an honor system. They assume that you're going to return the books. And so that's probably why the guy, when I went to the public library last time in Chinatown, which I forgot to go to Chinatown today to get my mouth guard, but it was freezing, so I don't really mind. So that was probably why that Chinese library worker was so hesitant to give me. So I don't know, like I tried to check out this like big poetry book, and he said that it wasn't permitted to. It was one of the books that was not, you couldn't check out. It was for in library use only. So it's good that they do that, because nowadays you don't really have a reason to return the books because they don't fine you anymore. So I think they only really give and it costs $1 to get a library card. So that'll probably stop some people from stealing books. But there's definitely like a limit to how many books you can check out. So I don't know if I was like skimming the edge of the permitted behavior or practices or policies of the library on said rules or anything like that. But I got like some nice books that I haven't really had the chance to break into to sort through, except for the Confucianism book. I actually put the books in my cupboard over there because I just haven't had the time to read. So I'm excited to be with you all. I don't know why. Um, oh, I was trying to get some poetry books, and the book that I saw that I really wanted to borrow from the Chatham Square Library in right there by Catherine Street. And there's a statue, I don't remember which one. It's not the Confucius statue, because the Confucius statue is a little bit farther up the street, down the street, and in a sort of different direction, um, facing like a different direction. So the East Broadway over there, it's yeah, I wanted to check out this really comprehensive I Ching, the Chinese I Ching, which is Chinese divination, which I was really into when I was in the homeless shelters. I was reading the I Ching daily because I haven't really talked too much about this, but I was deeply infatuated with, enamored with, slightly attached to, obsessively attached to this married Chinese man who I met when I was a student at Columbia, and I fell hard for him because I thought he was like a Chinese billionaire, and I just fell in love immediately. So because at that time it was like China was really like stepping up with the design and financially, and that's when all the Chinese people were buying up all the luxury goods, and the girls were looking nice and flashy. And um, I remember when I started my sociology study at Columbia, the MA program, like more than half of my classmates were from China. I was like, wow, things have really changed. I mean, I I was surprised to see so. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if it was like biochemistry or something like that, but it was sociology, like social science. And I had that many international studying in Columbia. So that was interesting. So I was like, oh man, China is really interesting. My ex, who was this kind of wealthy lawyer, he had a Chinese girlfriend, and she was like the hot thing, and I was like, okay, I don't know about this, but whatever, because I'm with the old guard, like I'm with the freaking Chinese Communist Party. And so these Chinese capitalists that showed up out of the blue, they were just like doing too much. But I finally got one and on my freaking roster, which ended up being like the most painful love relationship of my life. Okay, because I was at the age where it's like I really wanted to have a family. And well, more than that, I just had that, like, I think it's a lot of girls go through this, but they had the what is it called? There's a term. Baby blues. I think that's postpartum. But I really wanted to have children. I really felt that because my academic studies were going nowhere. I wasn't getting funding for getting a PhD. I was getting abused by my professors, and my life was basically at a standstill. So when I meet this like young, attractive, wealthy businessman type, you know, with his freaking Porsches and his freaking Long Island address and stuff like that. I was like, damn. And so I was like, I don't know what took over me. I feel like it was more of a mental thing and a hormonal thing, perhaps.